people to another episode of Context, Not Content. I'm your
Welcome back.
co-host, Diego.
I'm your other host, Vic.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click the notification, the bell at the bottom of the screen. And once again, don't take it out of context for your content. How was your week, brother?
Always. It was good, man. It was good, man. Had some couple of setbacks, but yeah, always blessed to be here in the building. So yeah. How was yours?
It was good. I can't complain. It was real good. Just
Nothing
just
out of the ordinary.
yeah, swam with the dolphins. Something like that. You feel me? So it was an alright week. It
Okay.
was an alright week.
All
Definitely.
right. All right. So what we talking about today?
All right, what I got on the menu, we're gonna put this on a plate, sizzling hot, like one of those roof Chris meals that you get, right? So, got a question. Do you think it's all right to pay for sex as a man or a woman?
All right. Well, it depends on how broad you're talking because to me, meeting a woman at a club and paying for her drinks and party favors with the intention
Mm-hmm.
of sleeping with her, that's kind of paying for it too. But just going out and looking for something to blatantly pay for and just go out, I don't think that's not really cool to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ti said it ain't tricking if you got it though. So what you think about that?
I mean, a lot of people say like it's not tricking if you got it, but I think even if you got it, you still shouldn't trick. Like I understand, like you said, you take somebody out on a date, and if your intentions are to sleep with them, but what if your intentions are you sleep with them and maybe start a relationship with them? If that's your plan, I think that's different from like coming out of your pocket blatantly. Where they don't, nobody uses cash like that anymore. So cash apping or zelling the chick to say, hey, how much for the night? Let's get it going. But to me, like when men do pay for that, they paying for that accessibility, they're socially inept.
You
They
think
pay
that's the
they
case, or do you think they just don't want to try? Cause some you got to put in some work, man, when you're trying to,
and
you know
this
what
is
I'm
my thing,
saying?
they paying for validation, right? If you gotta pay for it, you all these things to me.
Yeah,
For
well,
for
that's
men.
true. But I think you're just paying for it up front without having to go through all the stuff. And I think that's what the cats that do that, like, either they don't have it at all, like they ain't got no game at all, or
Hmm.
they either just they don't want to go through all of the, you know what I'm saying, the talking and all the, the stuff you have to go through. They just want to get down straight to it.
Or you think they're not willing to work on themselves? I think they're not willing to work on themselves as well, right? Going back to what you said, to get the woman that he desires. Right?
Right?
Think about it. If you see a female, right, or you run into a female, she bad. She like, man, you know what? You got this, but if say you down and out or whatever, like I would give you the time of day, right? But you don't have a vehicle. What you gonna
Mm,
do? You're gonna work hard to get the vehicle because that's the woman you desire, right?
right.
So I think that's the reason why they pay for it too. They don't want to work on themselves to get the woman that they
But do
truly
you think that
desire.
they've lost the energy to even try to work on themselves, that they've lost the, you know what I'm saying, that ambition to even be that person? Like they're just like, look, I ain't got time for that, man. I'm old. I ain't got time to try to work on myself and become this person just to get this girl. I'm gonna just go ahead and pay this money and do my thing and just I'm gonna keep
But
it
that
moving.
goes back to another thing I got here. They're not looking for an emotional, spiritual, or intellectual connection with a woman.
Mm.
You see, so that's that you're probably right.
Mhm.
Saying the
Mhm.
same thing in a different way, but yeah.
They probably scared too, because they probably had that before, and they probably had a bad experience. And because a lot of people I know that's not married anymore, they
Hmm.
like, man, I ain't never getting married no more. That was that. And it's just like in any relationship. Sometimes you have a bad experience. You know what I'm saying? So you can't base, like, say you had a bad marriage the first time. You can't base it on the first one. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a relationship. So a lot of guys, I think they get to that point where they just like, I don't want to deal with a woman like that anymore. I'm good where I'm at. I got money, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy by myself. And a lot of people get in that space, and that's cool, because when I was single for the longest, I was good. And I didn't care. Like, I wasn't looking for nobody. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's a sense of freedom that they have, and they feel like they're going to lose it if they get too emotionally attached or involved with somebody. Their lifestyle is gonna have to change too much, and they've been too comfortable with this lifestyle for so long. They like, look, I ain't changing up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. You know, and that goes to something else I got. They just looking for what they sexually desire, and
Right.
that's what losers desire. You know, so that's what they looking for as well.
Mhm.
And the crazy porn addiction too.
Mhm.
You know, they got wild porn addiction. You
Do you
know.
think that that's an addiction too? Like when you as you pay for it, because as you pay for it, you
Mm-hmm.
become more socially awkward. You really don't know how to talk to women because you
Right.
used to just, you know. So I think that makes a pattern for
Socially
them in their
enact,
life.
like I said
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's what eventually you would turn into because you don't really interact with women like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Until after you gave them some money for a service that they provided. But
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
that gives them intense gratification though, with that porn addiction, without the fear of rejection.
Mm,
Who wants to be rejected, right? That's another
right.
thing.
That's yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yep. Because that's another thing that takes off the plate for them too.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of rejection, like, and that's I think that's the case with a lot of men. Why we don't approach women because we like, oh man, she out of my league. She'll never talk to me. I ain't
Right.
gonna even try. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna hurt my. Because really, like, we go home and think about that, like, oh, why did she turn me down? Does she got a boyfriend? That's why a lot of times we'll ask a woman, do you got a boyfriend? So we'll have some type of validation to know
Yeah.
why you not giving me the number. You got a man? Like, we're not really trying to be like that, to be like, oh, you got a man. Nah, we just want to know because when we go home, we might think about why this girl dissed me because I had a pimple on my eye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, it's like little things like that that cause insecurities that make you feel a certain way about yourself. So you like, look, I'm not gonna even talk to her because I might get shot down, and I don't need that for my day. I'm having a good day,
But
and
we
a
do.
woman turning me down, like it's gonna mess my
Could have
day
had
up
the
potentially.
best day of your life, and that one right there, that 1 ounce of
Right,
rejection is gonna
right.
like
It's gonna
ruin
turn
the
it all
whole day.
around.
Like
Yeah,
I
you
think I'm
gonna.
gonna go to the ABC
Yeah,
store, get a
exactly.
bottle, and
Yep.
you
That's
know,
what
like
I'm about to do.
think about just reevaluate my whole life right
Exactly.
now.
Let me think about what I'm doing wrong here.
But no,
Because
at the end of the day, we all need rejection to build our bravery though. So we
right.
need rejection just to
Mhm.
give us the courage and bravery
Right. Right.
to go to a woman and get rejected. And like I keep it moving. It's a numbers game. If that's how
Mhm.
you're looking at it, everybody don't like caviar.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. And everybody ain't for everybody. That's what other people don't realize. That's why when you see two couples that don't look right together, you're like, what is she doing with this dude? But it's like it's more than
and
that.
that's gonna blur your true values at the end of the day. You're
Yeah.
addicted to that porn like that. You know, that's gonna
Mhm.
blur your true values of what you're
Mhm.
trying to look for in
Yeah.
a woman. So I
Exactly.
don't. At the end of the day, those are some of my reasons why I think people pay for sex.
Yeah.
But
It's not
I
a
don't
good
think
thing
we.
though, because it's gonna make it difficult. Well, I mean, it's gonna make it difficult for you to actually find somebody that you want to be with for the rest of your life. But if that's not what you're looking for, then I mean, I guess you gotta get your rocks off some kind of way, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh?
Or just find a hobby. Redirect that energy.
That's a good thing too,
You gotta
man. A lot of these
redirect
people
that
don't have
whole.
hobbies, man.
Yeah, they
That's
don't.
why you see so many guys like they got project cars and stuff they rebuilding and like they got little stuff they do at home, train sets and all that,
Some people
whatever they
might say,
got.
"Oh, that's corny." But girl, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I mean to cut you off. Some people might say, "Oh, what are you doing with this corny?" Like it's a hobby. That's
right.
all I need is a hobby. That's
Hmm.
it. So
Yeah.
people don't
I think
understand that.
everybody need that outlet, man. Some type of creative outlet. You know,
Yeah.
doing something. Keep your mind stimulated, man. Don't just be, stagnant because that's the devil's playground, man. That's when you're ready to go pay for
Right.
something.
You're right about that. The mind is a dangerous place to live, brother.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so that's just that right there is just I don't know. I can't do it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't see
So, but
myself
but it all boils
coming
back
out of
down to
pocket.
what I said. Is it true? Is if you got it like that, is that really considered tricking? Like these guys like that pay for this
Yes.
money to fly
Yes.
all these girls
Yes.
out here to
Yes.
stay with them for the
Yes.
weekend. So it's
Yes.
still tricking, even if you got it, it's still tricking.
Yes. Just because you have it don't mean you have to trick. Invest that money elsewhere.
So you
Like you
think
want to
Ti
invest
just
it.
said it just to make it cool to so like look, I can do it, so y'all can't. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. I don't know what's up with that dude. I wouldn't even. I take
You
whatever he
don't
was
really
saying
right.
with a
You used
grain.
to rock with Ti,
I didn't
man.
say about the music. I'm saying what he's talking about. Just take it with a grain of salt. That's all I can tell you. But I don't think if you got it, you should trick. You shouldn't. Like I
Okay.
said, invest that money elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you're gonna, well, you're tricking on somebody to have sex with them, so you're not trying to be with them. So invest that money elsewhere, and you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's cool though. You know, people like to be known as tricks. They don't get, you know, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, to each his own. But that's not my forte. I can't see myself like, here you go, let's get it popping.
Right.
That doesn't even turn me on.
At all.
It doesn't. You
Nah.
know, I like to know like I'm working for something and I got it. You know,
Right.
not
Right.
to
That's
make it seem like a game,
right.
but you know, like
But that's what I said. Like some people, they just don't like the hunt, man.
nah,
They
they don't.
scared of the hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. Yeah, sometimes you know they don't want to fish. Like when that fish want to be ready, more like more like
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, so yeah, absolutely right. Yes, sir. What else I got on the table that I was thinking about? I was trying to find that statistic though. I was correct. I had it. I saved it. I don't know what I did with it. Maybe it's in my other phone or something. But about the black women
Mm-hmm.
with the Caucasian men, the
Mm-hmm.
murder rate. Yes, it was
Oh, the
like two
murder rate.
times
Okay.
higher. But I had it. I don't know. I think I saved it on my other phone. But I had it as two
Two
times
times
higher
higher
than what.
per couple.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely official.
Well, I mean, I think that comes into play with all the racial things that we just have in our heads, you know, from the time we're born. Like it's hard to not think about
Is it hard not to
slavery.
be racist or culturally biased? Let me be politically correct. Is it hard to be not be
It is.
culturally
It
biased?
it is, and this is because I tell you why. Because and then it's not just to it's to everybody.
Right.
Because if somebody cut us off, we're gonna be like, you